Please don't spoil the movie by adding your own soundtrack.
Hello, my name is Akila.
Hi there. My name is A Train.
And welcome back to Please Don't Spoil the Movie, a podcast brought to you by sisters who love each other.
Sometimes.
Who's A Train?
A Train is a character off the hit Prime Video television syndication, The Boys.
Oh, is that the bad guy?
No, the bad guy is Homelander. Well, A Train ain't no saint himself. I wouldn't say he's a good guy, but
that's the vigilante guy.
No. Oh. So there's the group of vigilantes, but then there's Homelander, right? So he's like the main, like a number one superhero.
Right.
But he's in a group of superheroes called the Seven.
Yeah.
It contains 7 superheroes. And A Train's one of them.
Oh.
He's probably the least worst one.
That's not the one from Gossip Girl, huh?
No. He's an idiot. No.
Okay. No. He seems like he would be the least not bad one because he's an idiot.
He is an idiot, but he's still like bad. Like he's just an idiot. His whole thing is he's a predator.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, he seems like he would rape though.
Yeah, he's definitely a sexual assaulter. That's his thing. A Train's thing is that he's like super fast. He's like Flash, basically. So his thing is like
the black guy.
Yeah, he's a black guy, right? Track and field, and his vice is just very synonymous. I feel like with track and field, like his whole thing is he takes steroids, like he dopes.
So stupid. So he can go even faster.
Yes, to go even. Well, he's got like injuries. So to like, combat his injuries.
Oh, interesting. Doesn't have super healing, unfortunately. Damn.
Well, yeah, but good stuff.
I wonder how the Dean and Sam and another guy, the guy who plays the angel from Supernatural are joining the boys.
I was like, what are you saying?
So there's 3 characters from Supernatural that are joining the boys. Actually, it's like the 3 main characters.
The boys is over.
What? Did they already join? Okay, maybe they already did it.
One of the, I don't know about 3, but I know one of the brothers is on the show. He plays
the hot one.
Yeah, the hot one. He plays Soldier Boy.
I thought Sam and Dean were supposed to be on it. Let me see.
Did you finish Sam and Dean? I'm on season 4. There's 5 seasons. I just started season 4.
Sorry, Dean is the hot one that we just talked about.
The one who don't have no powers, right?
He ain't got no powers. I don't know.
On Supernatural, you watch the show, not me. Don't he?
Okay. Yeah, he does. The brothers don't have any powers. Or I guess Sam. Yeah, he only has Sam. Sam only has powers when he drinks demon blood. But yeah.
Okay. Get me on that demon blood quality. I see.
All right, because he's part. I'm confused. I thought they were on the boys.
Only one. I don't know. It's 3.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's just the hot one.
Jimson Ankles. That's
he
Dean.
Plays Soldier Boy.
Oh, the dad's on here too. Do you know Jeffrey Dean Morgan? No, I'm sorry, Joe Kiesler.
That's his character on The Boys.
Yeah, he is. Also well known as Negan. No, okay. Jeffrey played okay, whatever. How was he on The Boys? Look up this guy's name. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh. Yeah,
so he's the dad.
I guess he's been introduced this season.
Okay.
I don't understand why he's there. I don't get it. I'm like, why is he here? And then he just popped up. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Who is this guy?
He's the dad on Supernatural. Oh, and then can you look up Misha Collins?
That's the sister?
No, this is a man. This is Castiel. He plays the angel on Supernatural.
Oh.
His character name of the show is...
Can you spell Misha for me?
Misha. Collins.
Nope, never seen him.
What? Damn. And then
there's
Sam,
somebody else
Yeah, oh, sorry. I didn't know the dad was on here, but Sam on Supernatural, his name is Jared Padalecki.
That's one of the other brothers?
Yeah. I want to see if
he hasn't
on.
If he's on there, he hasn't showed up yet.
That can't.
Well, I'm only on season 4. They got 5 seasons. Maybe these people.
Yeah, so I think
5.
I think it must come season 5 because I remember when they said they were. But apparently they have a lot of characters from Supernatural. They have 4 characters from Supernatural that are on
it
The
must
Boys.
all be Soldier Boy's work, or the guy Dean. It must all.
Yeah.
He was there first, so he's like, "Come along, friends."
Right.
Because I think we got him last season.
Yeah.
As Soldier Boy, he fine as hell. He's not a good guy on his on The Boys, but oh my goodness, he looks fantastic.
I'm about to finish Supernatural because woo, Dean.
I don't know what he's looking like on Supernatural because like
Hot.
on the older seasons,
young.
His hair is like shorter. He doesn't have like a beard. On this, his hair is long. He got like a full beard.
Oh, he
like grown man finally.
Right, he got a new budget. Supernatural was running low on a budget. They couldn't fix his hair and shit. Yeah. But young Dean, fine as hell. Supernatural, I'm sure they were just running.
I've seen the young him on Supernatural. He ain't touching nothing. What he got going on with The Boys? He looks scrumdiddlyumptious.
LOL. That's in the budget.
Yeah, he looks hot.
Yeah. So.
That's what I've been watching. I've been catching up on The Boys. Okay.
Have you seen any new movies lately?
No. I want to see Is God Is, and I want to see We Love Boosters. I love boosters.
Yeah, that's on my to-do list. I recently saw The Mandalorian Grogu. That was good. Nice Star Wars movie. It was cute.
First of all, do they pump these out every 6 months?
I know.
There's like
I wasn't paying attention.
Star Wars movie every 5 seconds. And I have not heard. I haven't seen any advertisement for this movie. You mentioned it the other day. I was like, never heard of it.
Langston wanted to go see it. I was like, I have not seen. Was like, I haven't heard anything about this, but it was good. I guess I'm not in the Star Wars universe like it used to be. What was
it about?
The Mandalorian. Have you seen Have you seen the commercials for Disney? The Mandalorian and it's like the tiny Yoda, like the baby Yoda is what they call him.
Oh, okay.
And there's the Mandalorian, that guy with the helmet. You've probably seen the commercials from Disney.
Oh, the Mandalorian is not the baby Yoda.
No, baby Yoda is Grogu.
Oh.
He's not actually. He's actually not baby. I found that out. He's actually not baby Yoda. He's just the same species as Yoda. Didn't know that.
Oh, he's not Yoda. He's a different.
Yeah, but the people call him baby Yoda. But he's just a cousin of Yoda.
Is the guy with the helmet? Is that one of that guy? The robot guy?
Oh no, he's not a robot. He's a human being.
Oh, then I don't know.
It's just like like the Jedis have like a certain creed that they live by. So do the Mandalorians or something. Oh. But it's after the Empire fell, and he's working on finding ex people who were under the military and like hunting them down and killing them. So like when the Nazis fell and they ran away, he's hunting down Nazis and bringing them to justice.
So what is this in relation to like
Anakin,
Star Wars?
So this is after the fall of the Empire. So I feel like after Darth Vader died, I feel like the Empire did not fall yet. I could be wrong. But after the fall of the Empire, it's done.
So this is after Luke, I am your father.
It's after Luke, I am your father. This is after Darth Vader dies. And then I don't know between when Darth Vader dies and the fall of, his evil power. I don't know. Cause I'm sure someone else took over for a little bit, maybe. Mm-hmm. So it's after the fall of the bad guys, and then they're on the hunt. And it's so cute. It was very cute. Great movie. Action packed. Pedro Pascal
murdering evil people was cute.
Yeah. Well, Baby Yoda was cute in their friendship. Pedro Pascal plays the Mandalorian, which is hilarious because he doesn't take his helmet off for like 5 seconds. He's mainly just the voiceover.
Oh, really? Funny.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to show their face. But apparently he's also the Mandalorian on the show because it's also a show.
Oh, is he really?
But I guess he mainly just does the voiceover.
Look at him staying booked and busy.
Right. And then I ordered the drama, the Zendaya's new movie with Robert Pattinson. Yeah, it was good. What's funny?
What's the secret? I don't know if I want to know.
Me?
I don't know.
I was annoyed because I had not seen it. I had been avoiding everything, and I saw one TikTok. I was like, no, and I turned it off. And I was like, fuck, I know what it is now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it on to stream?
It wasn't free. I bought it on Amazon.
Oh,
like $20, whatever. Because I really want to watch it. I don't know. Just like I really want to watch this.
Cheaper in theaters. Is she?
Well, it was out of theaters. I couldn't. It wasn't play. Yeah.
How was her acting in this?
It was good. I think they did decent. Yeah. It was like one of those movies where it's just like they kind of play themselves almost because it's not really much of a character, so it's not like. So it's just like, yeah, she just. I see. You can see when someone's acting almost when you watch movies sometimes,
and it's a casual character, so there's not really much to do there.
Yeah.
There's like a scene in the commercial, I guess, when they're like having sex and she's like on top of him, and it makes me so uncomfortable. I'm just like, I don't like this. Oh
my God, no, for sure. I was like,
I don't like this. When I watched The Challengers, I was like, I am not. Have you seen the movie?
And right after drama, I watched The Challengers, and it was so good.
It was okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Was not prepared mentally to see her get like slutted out in the hotel room. Luckily, it wasn't really much of anything.
Yeah, it wasn't much of anything.
In the previews, they made it seem like, oh, they're about to have a threesome. I was like, I'm not ready to see her in this.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm just not ready to see her in sex scenes. I'm just like,
No,
I guess she's younger than me, but I'm just like, I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, no, it was full sex scenes, and I was watching the drama. I was like, oh, this is like the Disney thing they try so hard to get away from, because it's hard to be like, Zendaya, you're a child.
Right. Right. And I still don't know if I'm convinced on her as an actress. I think she's a superstar, a great superstar. I'm like, ugh, what? Every time I see her in something, I just don't buy it. I'm just like, I'm not buying it.
I think it depends on I think the only time I've seen her like that's not Zendaya is Euphoria. That might be her best thing that she did. I'm not watching this new season though. Not interested. But I think in Euphoria she escapes.
Really?
Yeah.
I do wanna watch Euphoria.
That's not Zendaya. Point. Yeah, I'm like, that's not Zendaya. Dune. I mean,
that's complimentary, right?
What do you mean?
You said that's not Zendaya, like.
Oh yeah. Like she's Rue.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's Rue. That's not Zendaya. That's Rue. Yeah. That is a compliment. When I watched Dune, I was like, not that great.
Let's see.
The drama was decent. I thought,
and I also don't like. I just can't stand the age gap that they do when it comes to like casting male and female leads. Why is that nigga like 40 and she only like 29? Y'all couldn't find another 40-year-old woman? What is this shelf life that y'all want to put on women in Hollywood? I cannot stand it. It's like, if y'all are going to cast a 40-year-old man, cast a 40-year-old woman. Stop it. I
hope we forget. Are we done?
Right. I saw this article. I didn't read it. I should read more. I saw this article that had the title, or like the headline, basically, that a study was shown that it is more likely that a film will star a man with the name Chris or an animal. It's more likely to watch a film with a man whose name is Chris or starring an animal than seeing a movie with a woman who's 60 plus as like the main character. I was like, that's terrible.
It is terrible. I saw that one too.
I was like, that's just awful. Mm-hmm. A man named Chris or an animal?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Also, we need to get more crazy with these names, guys. Chris can't be the best we can come up with.
Right. Well,
and how many animal movies?
There's like 7 Chris's in Hollywood.
Right.
So yeah. Do better.
They do.
Hollywood.
But yes, I need to see As God Is and I Love Boosters. Have you ever seen? I don't know if you're gonna like I Love Boosters.
Have you ever seen? Sorry to bother you. I've seen it.
Did you like it?
I thought it was fucking weird. I'm glad when I watched it. I was like, I'm glad I didn't go in theaters and see this fucking shit and waste my dollars. It was good until they got to that fucking ending. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are we horses? It just didn't make any sense until it was so good until them last 30 minutes where it would completely left, and I was like, what the fuck?
The last 30 minutes made me so uncomfortable. I don't like body horror. Like, I didn't like the idea that his body turns into a horse. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it was different. Yeah.
And if I Love Boosters and she turns into a fucking guinea pig, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I just because I saw like it was like this girl on TikTok. She went with her like her older family, like her dad and her aunt and her mom, and they were like, "Oh no, I did not like that." And I was like,
really?
"Yeah, you got to be in, you know, it's strange. I'm sure it's gonna be strange."
Right.
Yeah, so you got to be into it. Like, did you see that one scene where the main character is like, "I can't turn to a white woman, but I have something almost equivalent." I don't want to spoil anything. Do you see that scene?
No.
Well, she holds her breath, and when she pops back up, she's a light-skinned woman. That's what kind of movie it is.
Oh.
So it's like it's gonna be weird.
What was she prior?
she's dark skin.
Oh.
Like not Kiki, like around Kiki Palmer's color. I forgot. Yeah. You've probably seen the girl before. She's got the gap tooth. I don't know. But anyway,
okay,
yeah. She's like, I can't turn to a white woman, but she bends, but she holds her breath, and when she pops back up, she's a light skinned woman, and she goes into the store and is like, she keeps having to hold her breath again, but stuff like that. I was like, you got to be prepared for this. It's not going to be like.
Well, as long as no one's turning into horses, I think I'll be fine.
We'll see.
So
we shall see. I'm excited to see it, and I want to see I
think that's all that there is out to see. I do need to hurry to see those movies though before they go away.
I know they go away so fast.
I kind of want us to see them together.
You'll have to come down.
I ain't got no job. I ain't got no. Oh right, I need to talk about how I'm unemployed. I don't got no obligations now because the last time we all met, I was I wasn't excited, but I was semi-excited to share that I had a new job that I was struggling with because I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. And after only being employed for a total of 8 motherfucking days, this Clemson chin scallywag ass bitch had the audacity to come to me and talk about hey Jade, I just want to let you know, I don't think this is working out. I had only been there for 8 days. 8 days. And this bitch want to come to me and talk about this isn't working out because I didn't know how to fix their crashed website. Bitch, I'm not IT. Right. I didn't go to college for computer science. I went to college for marketing. You dumb twat. How would I be able to fix a broken down website? Now, if you'd have came to me and talked about hey, the website needs updating or something like that, then you would have had an argument. And I didn't know how to do it. You had an argument. Because updating a website, maintaining a website is different from the website is now crashed. I need you to fix it. Why would I know how to do that? Why would I know how to do that? I do not have any computer now. That does not fall under the scope of a marketing coordinator. Mind you, a marketing coordinator is an entry-level marketing position. Bitch, I am not the marketing director. I'm not the chief marketing officer. I'm not the marketing manager. I'm the marketing coordinator, bitch. I coordinate. Okay? I could coordinate for me to find somebody to fix the website, but bitch, I can't sit up here and fix it. The fuck? And that was her reason for letting me go after 8 days. You can't assess anything about me, about my work ethic, my capabilities, my skill, my knowledge in 8 days. You didn't give me 5 fucking seconds, bitch. You didn't give me 30 minutes. That is crazy. And the fact that you fired me after 8 days, bitch, I could have stayed at my other job for 8 days. Like, that's the thing that aggravates me the most. Oh, I'm getting hot. Sorry, I'm still in my pajamas because, I'm unemployed. You fired me after 8 days. I could have stayed at my other job. I didn't have to leave my job to come do this for 8 days. I gave up a steady paycheck, a disgusting work environment, but I had an office and health benefits to come fuck around with you for 8 days. 8 business days. The audacity. I hope her nonprofit goes under the ground. I hope it tanks. I hope it sinks with New Orleans in the year 2053 because we're all sinking here. And I hope her shit is the first to fucking go. How dare she? You gonna put the unemployment rate for Black professionals is at 7%. Okay, in the United States, it's at an all-time high, and you gonna look another Black woman in the face and let her leave your fucking space, your fucking vicinity, unemployed because I couldn't fix a motherfucking website? You are a crazy bitch, and I wish nothing but the worst upon you. And now I'm unemployed, so I'm looking for a job. If anybody knows anything, holla at me.
Right. May she choke.
No, seriously. And don't edit any of this out. Keep all this shit. I want this bitch to hear this when we go triple platinum. Fuck. She lucky I don't say her name up in here. So people will go flood her fucking comments and her Instagram and her LinkedIn talking shit. Stupid hoe. How dare you? You really, that's just so disgusting. Like, you are a Black woman letting another Black woman enter the workforce as unemployed. You're throwing me back into this terrible, terrible work environment. No one's getting hired. No one's getting jobs. And you gonna do that to me? Fuck you. It's not like I wasn't showing up on time. She had asked me to come in early like 4 days in a row. Did I have an issue with it? No, I didn't. Came in early and stayed late. Was getting in at 7, leaving at like 6 o'clock, 5:30. Like 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. And I was only there for 8 days. And then she gonna fire me. How fucking dare you? Ooh, that's too disgusting. Then, okay, one more thing and I'm done. Then after they let me go, because on my first day, they gave me like polos, t-shirts with the company logo. After they let me go, about like 3 days later, they gonna email talking to me about hey Jade, when will you be able to return the shirts?
She's hilarious.
You've lost your mind. You have now lost your mind. Those shirts are in a bag on the way to the fucking Goodwill. How fucking dare you? Then she asked like we discussed it, like, hey, like, by the way, when will you be able to drop off the shirts? Bitch, the fuck? Don't come at me like this is a prior conversation we had after you fired me after 8 days. Stop playing on my goddamn email. How dare you?
The nerve of her.
Right.
About some shirts.
And she was crazy.
It's not a priority.
She was all over the place. She didn't have no clear direction. What she really wanted was a marketing director paying them a marketing coordinator salary. That's what she really wanted. So if you want a marketing director, bitch, you need to cough up the $75,000 plus compensation package, bitch. Because that's not what you're getting in this economy.
Right. She wanted a secretary, probably.
Right. She wanted all that. She wanted a secretary. She wanted a magician. She wanted a gardener. She wanted a chef. She wanted all that, bitch. She wanted a personal driver. I'm not doing all that.
Not a personal driver.
Girl, you should have called me when I was 22. But yes.
We'll find something.
We'll see.
I believe in you. In the universe. Light your candle. So you got your open a candle.
Right. I do need to light it. Yeah. So now I'm really like, should I stay here and find another job? Or should I just throw it all to the wind and pack up and move, baby?
50-50.
Just blow all my savings until I find something. We'll see. Only time will tell. Stay tuned. Easier said than done.
Which one?
What did you say?
I said you would find something, then you would move. Don't move and then find something.
But easier said than done. How long did it take me to find that fucking job at Diller? It took me like 4 fucking years.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't got time to be waiting here 4 years.
I know, but you were saying that you were going to move somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know why moving there first would help the...
Because I'd be out of this place. I'd be out of this environment.
Yeah, okay.
I'd be somewhere where my star power can shine. Hello, duh. So yeah, that's where we are.
See. Yeah, I'm sorry, friend, sister.
Thanks, friend, sister, pal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, shut up.
It's gonna work out. I so claim it.
Yeah.
And so shall it be.
So, Here we find ourselves. All right, well, speaking of The Boys and living in a dystopia world and art imitates life, think surveillance. Think Big Brother is always watching. Think none of this is freaking real. We're all living in a simulation and everything's fake. And the grass is fake, the air is fake, and AI is taking over, and none of it is even real. None of it makes sense. Everything's just a construct. Think reality television. Think your personal life broadcasted to the world. Think pleasant, quaint town where everything's perfect and everything is jolly and picturesque. Think this doesn't feel right, this feels weird, something's off, and I can't get to the bottom of it. Think a semi-middle-aged Jim Carrey. And that brings us to, drumroll please,
The Truman
Show.
Yeah.
Summary. The Truman Show follows Truman Burbank, played by Jim Carrey, a cheerful insurance salesman who is completely unaware that his entire existence is an elaborately staged reality television show. As Truman begins to notice bizarre inconsistencies, he attempts to uncover the truth.
Before we continue, don't forget to rate, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your sister and your brother.
Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sisters and friends that Jordan and Jay had a podcast till the very end.
Period. Follow us on social. Please don't spoil the movie. Or please don't spoil. We're going to do better on social media. It's been a while.
I know. Now that I'm unemployed, I really should hunker down, but I spend all my days consuming job applications.
Okay,
but yeah,
good.
Back to the topic at hand. The film is an American comedy drama directed by Peter Weir and written by Andrew Nicole, I guess. Andrew Nicole is the writer. He began writing the film and creating drafts for the script back in 1991 with the original title, The Malcolm Show. That's what it was going to be called. The original draft was more in the tone of a science fiction thriller with the story set in New York City.
Okay.
Yeah. In the fall of 1993, a producer purchased the script for slightly over $1 million, and Paramount Pictures agreed to distribute. Part of the deal called for the writer, Andrew Nicole, to make his directing debut, but Paramount executives at the time felt that he was like too green, and the budget, which I will not disclose to you, would be too high for him, to like handle. He's too new. Like, this is too much money for him to handle. In addition, Paramount wanted to go with like an A-list director, so to kind of like get Andrew Nicole to like, shut up. They were just like, we'll give you more money if you agree not to direct. Okay, sure. So some considerable or some, high-profile directors were considered, including Steven Spielberg, Brian De Palma, who did The Untouchables, Mission Impossible, Scarface, and then also Sam Remini, Terry Gilliam, David Cronenberg, and Barry Sonnenfeld. I don't know who these people are, but for the people who listen and might know who they are, those are the people who were considered. But the role of director ended up going to Peter Weir at the recommendation of the writer, Andrew Nicole, who's like, let's just go with this guy. So the director wanted the film to be funnier when he signed on. He felt that like the original script was too dark. And so the writer, Andrew Nicole, he went back and rewrote the film 16 times before they landed on like a final script and started filming. which is a lot. Williams was also considered for the role of Truman as well. Gary Oldman did some test footage for the role, but ultimately the director casted Jim Carrey after seeing him in Ace Ventura, citing that he reminded him of Charlie Chaplin. So so now the year is 1995. Jim Carrey signed on to star, but because of commitments with The Cable Guy and Liar Liar, he would not be able to start filming until at least a year later. But the director was like, he's perfect. I don't care. I don't feel like waiting. I mean, he's like, I'm fine with waiting a year. Mm-hmm. It's cool. So Carrey took the role. And the reason would be he wanted to be known as a multifaceted actor rather than being, a typecast in comedic roles. He was also, instead, normally, he'd be paid $20 million per film role. But for this, he agreed to 12. Oh my goodness. They really lowballed him. Poor guy. 12 million. How's he gonna sleep at night? How is he gonna feed his kids? And then Carrey said it was also the fastest that he ever accepted a role. So the film started production with Dennis Hopper in the role as Christoph. I don't know what Dennis Hopper, this guy, I don't know what he's really been in, but like when I looked him up, his face looked familiar. I was like, he looked familiar. But so he played Christoph, like the head guy, head honcho guy. But he left in April 1997, citing creative differences. He was fired. A number of actors then turned down the role for Christoph. But Ed Harris agreed to step in after meeting with like the director, the writer, in Malibu. So that was nice of him. He also wanted Christoph to have a hunchback, and the director was like, no, I don't like that either.
What?
Yeah, he wanted him to have a hunchback, I guess.
Wow. That's so random. Yeah. Is that really necessary?
Exactly. He was like, oh, no, that's okay. So filming took place from December 9th, 1996 to April 21st, 1997. The director scouted locations in eastern Florida, but was dissatisfied with the landscape. Then his wife at the time introduced him to Seaside, Florida, which is like a, suburban Florida beach town, Mm-hmm. And he was like, this is perfect. So pre-production offices were immediately open in Seaside, where the majority of the filming took place. The scenes of Truman's house were filmed at a residence owned by the Gatz family, which included Florida State Senator Don Gates. I think his name is Gates. Mm-hmm. Don Gates, excuse me. And U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz. Do you know who Matt Gaetz is?
No.
I didn't either, but I was like, they've mentioned these white men, so it must be worth noting. So let me see who they are. Don Gaetz, Republican, who gives a fuck? Matt Gaetz, however, he's a MAGA man. Do you remember? There's so much drama and so much going on with these MAGA Republicans these days. There's a scandal. There's an allegation every other week. So who can really keep up? But if you look him up, I was like, oh, I do remember him. He was trying to be something. I think Donald Trump was trying to appoint him for attorney general or something like that. And he had to withdraw or resign because he allegedly, but not really, raped a 17-year-old girl.
Oh.
I was like, I remember this face. I remember this MAGA Republican pedo.
Totally familiar. Oh, that one. Oh, kind of.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this movie will forever have a stain because they filmed it in his house.
Right.
So
power.
Not how long he was in power. Well, he was like a Florida state representative before he was considered for,
Guess so.
Okay, budget.
50 million.
No.
55.
No, but you're closer.
60.
$60 million.
Okay.
Box office.
And what year?
1998 is the year it was released.
100 million. People like this movie.
No.
150.
No.
160.
No.
180.
No.
Am I going in the right direction?
You are
200.
no
300.
lower.
250.
$264 million. The film was a financial success, grossing $264 million worldwide. Obviously receiving critical acclaim and earned numerous nominations at the 71st Academy Awards, the 56th Golden Globe Awards, and the 52nd British Academy Film Awards. In 2005, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally and historically significant. Come on, Truman Show.
It's funny that you picked this movie.
We do culturally significant movies too, people.
Yeah. It's funny that you picked this movie.
I thought it just... Because
I've been digesting a lot of content that says, we're in a simulation.
I thought it was very, appropriate for the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's why I picked it. I was like,
okay.
Everything in this world is fake. And everything's AI, and we're just living in a simulation, and the billionaires are trying to kill us. And everything is run by one fucking man, and he holds all the fucking power, and he clicks a button, and everything's over. He clicks the fucking button, and the rainstorm comes up. He clicks another button, and poverty increases. I'm like, oh.
Right, basically. But more like 7 families, or 5 or 7 families that run it. But, yes.
Right. So that's why I selected this movie, because, art imitates life.
Life, right.
Or life imitates art. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm. Art imitates life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we are. Jim Carrey as Truman Burbank. Ed Harris as Christoph, the creator and director of the in-universe show in which Truman lives. Laura Linney as Hannah Gill, who plays Meryl, Truman's wife. Noah Emmerich as Lewis, who plays Merlin. Lewis, who plays Merlin in Truman's fake reality. Truman's best friend. Okay, Natasha McElhone as Lauren Sylvia, who Truman meets while he's in college, secretly is in love with her, yada, yada, yada. Holland Taylor as Truman's mother. Brian DeLate as Truman's father. Paul Giamatti as Simon, a control room director. That's all I need. I love Paul Giamatti. You know this.
You do.
I love me some Paul Giamatti. Even this movie, I think I forgot he was in here. And when he had such a small role. And I was like, he's doing better than everybody. I was like, he's doing better than Jim Carrey. I was like, he is delivering this freaking this in-room control operator role. He's fucking killing it. Oh my God. I was like, where is the Oscar? Fabulous Paul Giamatti. Wow. You go, Paul.
No, he's killing it.
He's such a good actor. He's so fucking talented. There's no role he cannot conquer. He's so good. I was like, he's so good. I was like, I love him in this. And he's the control room operator.
I do wonder for the Truman Show. It's funny because when I think about this show, I'm like, what if M. Night Shyamalan did this, he would do it so differently. Like, you would know. Like, he would probably have Truman think he was going crazy, and you reveal that he's actually in a TV show. Like, it'd be a surprise. But also, when I was watching it, I couldn't tell if I know he's in a TV show.
They say it as soon as it opens.
I know, but I get confused. I'm like, do people really know what's going on? I don't know.
Yes.
But maybe we're overthinking it. No, I know. Do I, as a viewer,
yes,
like, I know how this goes, but it's just like. But it's because I know how the movie goes. I can't. Like, what if I didn't see any previews?
As soon as it opens up, they tell you. You see Christoph, and he's talking about how Truman's life is a reality television show.
Right. But would I be like, is he part of it? I don't know. Maybe I was overthinking
My whole thing is, though, I think they shouldn't have done that. I don't think we should have known that he His life was a reality show. We should
Yeah.
have found out
And he found out.
along with him. Or like middle of the movie. Like we should have been confused and like what the fuck is going on with him.
Right.
Because I just feel like it was like it would have been a better shock factor.
Right. That's when M. Night Shyamalan does it.
Right.
Yeah. When he does it, he would do that.
That's how M. Night would have done it.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like certain directors, you could probably figure out like which way they would go.
Right.
Like, what would this movie be if Jordan Peele did it?
Right. Right.
Someone's getting murdered for sure. And then he kills Meryl on live television.
Right. Whoa. Could you imagine if that would have happened? Now that would have been a movie.
That would have been that's Jordan Peele's right there, right?
That would have been good.
But then at the end, he's not in a TV show. It's M. Night Shyamalan. He is in a TV show. Jordan Peele, he's killing everybody. He's not in a TV show. He is office rocker. But anywho, this is what's the director's name? This is the director who directed this movie's version.
Peter Weir.
And in Peter Weir's version, the movie begins in a documentary style interviews. We're getting interviews of Christoph, who is coined the creator of the Truman Show, of Truman's prison, that I will call it. But we learn that we've been following Truman for his entire life since he was a baby.
For 1,090 days.
10,909 days.
What did I say?
1,000.
Oh.
Which is equivalent to about 30 years.
Right. And I was like, I'm supposed to believe Will Ferrell is Will Ferrell. I'm supposed to believe that Jim Carrey is 30 in this movie.
I don't know. How old was he in this movie? I don't know. 30?
Like 36.
Yeah. But, yes, we are told from the very beginning Truman is in a reality show. The only catch is that he is the only one who doesn't know that it's all fake. We hear from his wife, his mother, his best friend, and they talk so casually about their roles and making this man believe that his life is actually his life and it's not all fake. It's really weird.
I thought it was very morbid to just watch them be like, this is real. It's not fake. It's just controlled. And having this opportunity is blessed. It's a blessed life. This is my life. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Meryl pisses me off.
Right. You know, we'll get into it later. But yeah, she was like, this is my life. The Truman Show is my life. It's a blessed life. Okay, bitch, calm down.
Right. I can't stand her. But on day 10,909 of the Truman Show, Truman wakes up. He greets his neighbor with his famous line, "Good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." 10 out of 10. Truman's...
I would like to say, for whatever reason, when you upload the episodes, like the titles, you don't have like a slogan from the episode anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't greenlight that, so I would really like you to stop that and go back to using lines.
I like the
movie.
title.
No, you need to use the lines, the iconic lines from the movies, we used to. Because we can't do this episode and you not put good morning, and in case I don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
I could switch it up, but I got bored with it. And since I'm doing all the creative stuff...
I wouldn't say all the creative stuff, okay? Everyone calm down, all right? All right.
I would, but that's besides the point. Truman goes off and tries to start his regular normal day, but he notices a light fixture falling onto the street. He goes up to it.
Falls from the sky.
From the sky. And falls from the sky. And I forget, what's the title? It says Cyrus something. But apparently I watched a TikTok or a video, and that's the name of the brightest star in the sky or something like that.
Oh.
Which I thought was interesting.
Went that deep into
well, I just watched the guy explain the Truman Show. We just like went through it, and I was just because this is. I just thought it was cool that it was that light is their version of star. Like that's supposed to be the star in the sky. Like they really recreated this set. But Truman finds this light fixture on the ground, and I feel like this is when he finally like. A seed is planted. He's waking up.
He's like, what the hell was that? It's
crazy.
Like this set camera light that falls out of thin air. And he's like, why is this here?
The fuck?
So then, of course, he's like questioning why this random thing fell from the sky. He gets in the car. He's on his way to work. And as soon as he turns on the radio host is instantly like, oh, there's an aircraft nearby that's dropping material. That's
shedding parts.
Yeah, dropping parts out of the sky by mistake. An aircraft. Good thing no one was injured. No one was hurt. To cover up their little ruse.
A lie, right?
And he's like, oh, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, Truman's on his way to work. He lives in a very pleasant town. It's very picturesque. It is, what is it called? Pleasantville? No.
Sea Haven.
Sea Haven. He lives in
You're thinking
Sea
about
Haven.
the movie Pleasantville.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the movie Pleasantville. He lives in Sea Haven. All the neighbors know each other. Everyone knows him. He knows everybody. It's a very small town, very quaint. He goes to get his local newspaper every day. He stops by and speaks to all his neighbors. And then as he's making his way to work, he works as an insurance salesman. He arrives at his job and he's trying to kind of be a little discreet because he secretly, although he's married to a very lovely woman, Meryl, he's got some lingering feelings from this young woman that he met some years ago. And while he's at work, he's calling up like a directory hotline, asking for this young woman named Sylvia and trying to see if there's anyone listed by the name Sylvia, last name, who cares? Garland. In Fiji. Garland. In Fiji. And the director is like, no, we don't have anyone by that name. And he's like, oh, okay. And so people around him, remind you, this is a reality show. So the people around him are noticing that he's calling people, asking about women who live in Fiji. And so to try to like combat his thoughts, like the people around him, like the guy who shares the cubicle next to him is like, hey, Truman, did you see this article? Safe Haven, best city in the world, why you should never leave. And he's like, I'm busy. And then so over comes his boss. And he's telling him like, hey, Truman, I have this sale for you that's across the island in some other city. Like, I want you to go with. And Truman's like, oh, today? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm busy. Like, I have an appointment. And his boss is like, okay, well, look, they're going to be making cuts at the end of the month. And you really need this to save your ass. So I really highly recommend that you go. And he's like, okay, sure, fine. So, in retrospect, I think what was happening here, because he's having these lingering thoughts about this woman and potentially leaving Sea Haven, whatever the fuck it's called.
Sea Haven, yeah.
Sea Haven. His boss told him to do this so he would go across the island. So he goes to the pier to leave the island to make this appointment. But as he's at the pier, he gets his ticket to go onto the ferry. Truman is walking on the boardwalk, and he is paralyzed with fear, okay? He's not moving. He's not crossing the water. He's not getting on the ferry. He's looking at the water, and he's trembling. What we find out is that Truman has a fear of water, okay? He's trying to go to Fiji. How the hell you going to leave Fiji if you're scared of water? You're on the island. What's that about?
Craziness. Right.
So
it's just crazy how this, at every chance they get, they're always trying to brainwash him.
Yeah, right. And I didn't pick up on that until like the third time I watched it. I was like, oh, he's telling him to go on to this appointment. Truman saying, oh, I'm busy, because he's not busy. He doesn't want to leave the island because he's scared of water.
Right. They're trying to reinforce his fears.
And they're trying to reinforce the fear. And I was like, that's fucking wild.
Right. It is like they're either trying to reinforce a fear or do a product placement. Like when he's on his way to work and those two twins bother him and they push him up against a poster.
Oh,
it's so they can get it on camera. They're trying to get the background on camera so they can like do the ad. I can't fucking stand product. And I don't know what it is lately. I cannot stand fucking product placement. And I can't.
It's not natural.
It's not natural anymore. They don't even give a fuck.
Right.
I was watching some what's that movie with the old man? Die Hard. What's the guy from Die Hard? Bruce Willis. He was in some movie, but it was an action movie. But girl, the product, clearly the ad was for Pringles. They just kept showing Pringles. It was inside the can, outside the can. It was helping him fight through the bad guys. It wasn't Die Hard, it was some other movie. But I said, if y'all show Pringles one more fucking time, this is fucking lazy, and I fucking hate it.
I was
watching.
I was watching The Boys last night, and The Boys just like isn't the type of show to have product placement in.
Yeah,
like it will never. You can't put it in there and like make it organic. Well, I feel like you could if they used the superheroes, but then they didn't even do it organically because one of the vigilantes, he went to Target. I was like, y'all don't go to Target? He went to Target, he had a bag of groceries and a bag of Target bags. And I was like, this does not look organic. Y'all have never stepped foot into a Target.
Right.
Y'all don't go grocery shopping. It drove me insane. I was like, this is terrible.
Oh my God. And then drink a Coke, fine. But don't mention it in a sentence. God, I love Coke. It's the best Coke ever. Walk into a Target, go shopping. What is this? I have to go buy I need to buy new tights. Let's go to Target. I'll punch you in the fucking face.
Right.
The
best product placement ever done. Ever done is The Internship.
Oh,
with Owen
Google.
Wilson and Vince Vaughn. That's the best product placement because that's all that movie is.
Right. It really
but the whole movie is about it. The whole movie is about working at Google. So it makes sense.
Did Google pitch this movie?
I don't know, but it was great product placement. It made me want to work at Google. It is.
Hello, it was good product placement. But yes, Truman is unable to get on the boat because of his fear of water. So later that night, he goes hang out with his friend Marlon. I think they're hanging by the water, to beach, or I don't know. But once again, Truman expresses the fact that he wants to go to Fiji.
He's like, I'm getting out, Marlon. I was like, out of what? Here. He's like, out of Sea Haven. And going where? To Fiji. Fiji, where's Fiji? It's on the other side of the world. Why you want to go there? He's like, you got a great life, you got a great wife, you got a desk job.
Right. I would kill for that.
I would kill for a desk job. Why do you want to leave Fiji?
Right. And then he does that, and then he does an ad for beer. This beer is so refreshing. Like, this is what I'm
I didn't notice it then.
He's like, drinks the beer. He's like, love this beer. I think he does it before they start talking, before he goes into his whole thing, but he does a fucking beer. He does a product piece for beer.
I only noticed it when the wife does it.
Oh, really? No, he does it too. That's the only time
I did not understand why they were pushing him up those twins were pushing him against that wall. I was like, why the fuck are they doing that? But
product placement everywhere. But after they hang out, after they had this conversation, Truman's like, okay, I'm gonna head out, and he goes to sit by the beach by himself. He's looking out to the ocean, and at this point, the creators of the show give us a flashback of Truman on a boat with his father. It's a beautiful day. But his dad's like, maybe we should turn back, and Truman's like, no, let's keep going. Let's keep going. The storm breaks out. Oh no, Dad! There's a storm. Truman's father falls into the water. Truman is hanging on to his hand, trying to get him back into the water, but Truman's dad,
the swells are too big,
and he breaks free and he drowns. And that is why
he ain't got no life jacket on.
And that's why Truman has a fear of water, because they killed his dad. And they killed his fake dad, or his fake dad.
His pappy in the ocean.
The scene is so mad. Like, when I was watching, I was like, that's so fucked up. Just like the hand holding and I'm drifting off. Like, Jesus.
Right.
Y'all are sick.
Very. Like, why? Because even as I would assume, even though his mom and dad are like actors, I would assume that they have formed some sort of connection with this child because you have now raised him. Like you said, or like Meryl said, this is my life. You're filming this show. This is now turned into your life. So this nigga gotta raise this kid, and now he's like, oh, I've got a fake dad and never see him ever again. I was like,
right. No, it's weird. It's so weird. And then, like, while he's sitting on the beach, it starts. They're doing the flashback. Then lightning strikes, and then they turn on the rain, but they only do it above him. I guess maybe it was a malfunction. I don't know.
It was definitely a rain generator malfunction.
Yeah. So he steps aside from the rain. It's not raining. He steps, and they put the rain back on him. He steps again. He's outside the rain, and they just turn the rain on for the whole simulation. But for whatever reason, Truman's he's not sad. He probably wasn't even thinking about his dead dad. I don't fucking know, because he's not sad. He goes home and he tells his wife, "I want to let's travel the world. Let's take our savings. Let's travel the world. And let's live our best life." And she's like, "No, we need to have a baby."
He's like, "We can have a baby later." And she's like, "We have bills, Truman. We have responsibilities. We got car payments. We got mortgage payments. We can't just up and root our lives. We're not teenagers. You sound like a teenager." And he's like, "Well, maybe I want to be a teenager." And she's like, "Look, this little phase you got going on, it'll pass. Like, we all have these little moments. Let's go to bed." Okay.
Do you think she would have had a baby with that man?
Yes.
We don't see it as much now, but she so clearly does not like him.
She's doing her job, you know? She's doing her job.
But you were saying, like, there's some people who, like, how could you not fall? I feel like Marlon probably has a connection with him. Clearly the mom doesn't, but Meryl really, the mom, Meryl really does not like this. She don't even be like, "Oh, he's adorable." She cannot stand that motherfucker.
I don't know. She does an excellent job of compartmentalizing.
Yeah. I feel like she's, probably looking to her, but I feel like she's like, what's the word? She is upset with the fact that this is her acting career. And I feel she has resentment for him. Because I'm sure she doesn't want to be, I know, I'm sure she doesn't want to be here. And it's probably the best. I mean, she can't do nothing else.
I mean, she's honestly got the gig of a lifetime. You have a check forever. You'll always be on TV. As long as you're married to this man, you will always have income. You will always be a star. Okay?
But those, they always want more. They
always want more. Well, that's her own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because she shouldn't have been so invested. Girl. So, as, they prepare for bed, we also see, like, throughout the movie, people watching the show from the comfort of their own homes, from their beds, their couches, bars. Like, this show is on a national, universal level. It's being watched and streamed in many homes across the world.
It took me into this moment to find that bar that they're at. It's a Truman bar.
Right.
I just realized that.
I know. I saw that too. I was like, "Oh, this is a themed bar."
Yes.
Never knew that.
Because I was wondering, like, why is everyone so invested? Like, everybody bar. There.
Right.
But I was like, oh, it's Truman theme. Got it.
So,
makes sense.
So the next morning, Truman wakes up. It's another ordinary day in the fake ass world of Sea Haven. And he's on his way to work. He gets his morning newspaper and he's walking and he walks past this homeless man who at first he doesn't.
Sorry, I'm just like watching in the background and the guy who's reading the newspaper says, "Who needs Europe?" That's what the newspaper says.
Oh.
Just like he's being brainwashed at all times.
Yeah, he's being conditioned. You don't need to leave. Yeah. You don't need to leave this place. It's perfect here. It's perfect.
Crazy.
Who needs Europe when we have Sea Haven? Mm-hmm. So he's walking to work, and he walks past this homeless man who at first he doesn't really notice. But then once he kind of walks past them, he slowly turns around because the man looks somewhat familiar to him. He turns around, he looks the homeless man in the eyes, and the homeless man looks back at him. And it looks strikingly identical to his father. And he turns to him and he says, "Dad?" And as soon as he says "Dad" to this homeless man who is disheveled, the men in black, the people in the sky, they come out of nowhere and they grab this homeless man instantly and they carry him away. And Truman runs after him and they're like, "No." He's like, "No, stop. Let him go. And he's running after him. They throw him onto a bus. Truman tries to get onto the bus. He's like, open the door, open the bus. Let me onto the bus." And he is convinced that 1, fuckery's afoot. Something's up. 2, pretty sure that was my dad. 3, thought my dad was dead, so what is he doing here? 4, what the hell was that? Why are these people snatching up homeless people off the street? So, the next scene, we see Truman, and he's at his mother's. And he is telling her about everything that's just occurred. And she's like, "Look, Truman, I understand. I see your father every day at the grocery store, when I'm walking the dog, at the library. But the truth is, darling, he died many years ago." And he's like,
What a terrible person.
She's terrible. She is terrible.
She don't give a fuck.
She does not give a fuck. And she's like, but the truth is he's died many years ago. And he's like, I'm telling you, this was him. Like they never found, he reveals like they never found the dad's body. He's like, maybe this could be him. Did dad have like a brother? And she's like, you know that your father, like you, was an only child. And she's like, look, Truman, I think you're just upset with yourself about everything that happened that day and how you were out in the water and you wanted to continue on and your father wanted to turn back. And I think you're beating yourself up about it. But I'm not mad at you. I wasn't mad at you then and I'm not mad at you now. And he's like, all right, whatever.
Oh my
Which was
God.
like I guess it wasn't like a terrible thing to say to your son. But the way she said it was like
so
bad.
manipulative.
She was like, I know you're like, you beat yourself up about like killing your dad, but like, I'm not mad at you for killing your dad. I wasn't mad at you then, and I'm not mad at you now. So like, don't be
Forgive
upset.
yourself.
Like, I forgive you for killing your father, so you shouldn't be mad at yourself for killing your father.
Like, what? Did you have to throw that one in there?
Right. I was like, that was off script.
Right. Ouch.
And he's like, all right, well, thanks, mommy.
Yeah, no, she's the worst. She really don't give a fuck.
She does that.
So later that night, Truman goes back home, and I guess he's feeling nostalgic. So he goes through like this chest full of all his old memories. He looks at photos of him and his father, and then we see him pull out a red cardigan. And then we like cut to like someone at the like the Truman bar, and it says that's her cardigan. And we're like, who the fuck are they talking about? So then we get a flashback. It's college. It's college at Sea Haven University or whatever the fuck. Truman's in a band. He's hanging out with Marlon, and he spots across the yard, sitting by a tree, a lovely, beautiful girl smiling at him. She's blonde. She has a beautiful smile.
She is not blonde.
Has a hair color. What color is her hair?
It's like brown. Meryl is blonde.
Oh, okay. Brown. And he's looking at her, and he's like instantly attracted to her, but he's distracted by a young woman who bumps into him, and her name is Meryl, and she's like, oh my God, I almost twisted my ankle. She's doing the damsel in distress thing.
Right. That whole time, okay, because he was locked in on girl across the lawn, Sylvia.
Mm-hmm,
he was locked in on Sylvia.
Right.
What's her fake name? Like Sarah?
Sarah. Yeah. Lauren.
He was locked in on Lauren, real name Sylvia, across the lawn. And then here come Meryl, goofy ass, want a fake trip on him. And he was like, literally like, bitch, you're killing my vibe. He was literally like, it's all right, bitch. Go the fuck on. Get out of here.
Okay.
Go on now. Get. He was like, it's fine. Whatever. Back up.
Yeah.
You're really close to me now. Like, you're sitting on top of me. But she's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for falling on you. I'm such a klutz. My name is Meryl. He's like, it's okay. Back up. Jesus.
Right. And he looks back at Lauren. She gone.
And she's disappeared.
And he's like, he sees
it
another time.
He's like, I'm stuck with this bitch.
He goes to a dance. He's dancing with Meryl. They're having a great time. And then off in the side, he sees Lauren again. He's like, oh my God, Lauren, my hot girl. And then they make eyes, but production sees that they have something going on, and they pretend,
the men in black
exit Lauren from the premises.
They hit the dance floor and they pull Lauren off that dance floor,
which is hilarious.
And then at the dance, like Meryl and what's his name, Marlon. What is it?
Marlon Wayans.
Merlin.
What? Kids are redoing them purpose or not. Merlin. Like Mars.
I get it.
I don't know if you do. I don't really understand.
Was that it?
Merlin, yeah.
Merlin and Meryl are like...
Marlon. No, Marlon.
Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares? We know who we're talking about. The best friend. The redheaded best friend. Who brings the beers to the party. And Meryl... I don't even remember what I was going to say.
I don't know what to say either.
Let's move on.
They were at the party? Okay.
They were at the party. So, they were looking irritated that Sylvia was trying to get her way in on the dance floor. And they're like, bitch, you are ruining the plot, the storyline here. You are not part of the storyline. Get out.
She is. And then next scene we see, Truman's still at college. He's studying the library. It's finals week. Marlon and Mara, they're like, come out, let's go party. He's like, no, I need to study. They leave him. And then he kind of looks over to the cubicle to his across from him. He notices a girl wearing a bracelet that Sylvia wore. He looks over and he's like, oh, Lauren is her name. It's you. And he's like, so excited. And he goes up to her and he says, hey, do you want to go grab a drink sometime next week? Do you want to go to dinner?
You want to get some pizza?
Mind you, he has a girlfriend, but whatever.
I think he tells her, he's like, we're just friends. I think he tells her.
Oh, okay, does he?
I think.
Word. Let's give it to him. And she's like, next week. She's like, she writes down now. He's like, now this finals. And she's like, if we don't go now, we can never go.
It's not gonna happen.
And they're like, okay. So like next thing we see, it's like everyone's leaving the library. Everyone who's in the library is like leaving. It looks like they're shutting down. The camera's following everyone leave. And then they're like, okay, where the fuck is Truman? So they span over to Truman and he's getting pulled out of the frame. And then we see Lauren and Truman taking off in the distance. They're heading to the woods. They made it to the beach and they finally have some time alone. Maybe I'm sure the cameras took a moment to find them. And
they kiss.
When they get there, she's like, I have to tell you something. And for whatever reason, he stops her and he's like, and they kiss, they make out. But before they can do anything else, before she can tell them why she's there, a car pulls up and she's like, oh no, they're here. They found us. And the man gets out the car and he's like, Lauren, what are you doing? How'd you get here? And she's like, it's all fake. Truman, it's all fake. They're all playing pretend. And he's like, playing pretend? And the dad's like, she does this with everybody. She's crazy.
He's like, Truman's like, who is this guy? And he's like, I'm her father. And Lauren's like, I have never seen this man a day in my life. I have no idea who this man is. Right. He's like, the dad's like, she does this all the time. She's schizophrenic. She always does this. She makes up these lies. She makes up these stories. And she's like, look, Truman, the stand. This is all fake. This is all fake. This isn't real. Everybody watches you. Everybody knows who you are. But none of it's real. None of it's real. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, this is a TV show. This is the reality show. And it's all about you. And then the dad's trying to get her in the car. And then Truman's like, wait, but what do you mean? What's going on? The dad's like, she's crazy. She does this all the time. She escaped from the psych ward. You're not the first guy she's done this with. She does this all the time. You're not the first guy she's brought here. And she's like, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. She's like, look, Truman, when you get out of here, come find me. Come find me. He's like, but where are you going? And the dad's like, we're moving to Fiji. And Truman's like, Fiji? That's where you got this Fiji fucking thing.
Right.
That's where it came from.
I think it's so funny. Like, if I was the guy who said that, I'd be like, I just threw out a place, and now this man is obsessed with Fiji.
Right now, this is his life's mission to travel to Fiji. My whole thing is, okay, like, he's always like, I want to go to Fiji. He tells his wife, let's go to Fiji. Your purpose of going to Fiji is because you think Lawrence / Sylvia is there. Mm-hmm. How dare you invite your wife to come along for the fucking ride in your pursuit to find the woman that you're in love with? Right. That is so foul. So they're like, that's why she hates him.
Right. Because she watched the show her damn self.
That's why she hates him. Me. Because she watches the show back, and this nigga wants me to come to Fiji while he finds his girlfriend. How dare he?
Because I'd be like, what's in Fiji?
Right. Who in Fiji, huh?
Right. What you know about Fiji?
Right.
Spell Fiji.
It's Safe Haven High School.
Right. But yes, ever since then, Truman has been obsessed with Sylvia. He's created his own collage of pictures of women from magazines to recreate her face. He wants to go to Fiji so bad.
I thought that was really cute. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, it's very cute. So he like finds photos of women's eyes and tries to match her to find her eyes.
Right. Tears out women's lips and lashes and cheeks.
It's sad and it's cute.
And psychotic a little.
Psychotic a little bit, right. So next day, Truman goes on about his day at work. He's sitting in the car, he's listening to the radio, and while he's driving, the radio starts acting up, starts changing frequencies really fast. And it lands on a frequency and it starts saying, he's coming down Washington. Yeah, he made a right on Savannah. And at one point he goes, I just made it right on Savannah. He's pulling in. Yep. And then they go, oh no, we're on the same change frequencies. And it changes and it goes back to the regular radio guy. And he's like, oh, sorry guys. Something's wrong with the radio station. But you guys have a good day. At this point, Truman's like, this is so fucking weird. He gets out of his car. Right. I think at first he was supposed to go into work, but then he stops. He takes a look around. He's now starting to pay attention to how like, strange.
There was a newspaper. Somebody was reading a newspaper.
Right.
Sea Haven finally cracks down on
the homelessness. Yes. So he's really starting to pay attention to the strange behavior. Everything that he does or everything that's weird is always explained right after it.
Right. If there's a weird occurrence,
the light.
There's an excuse for it instantly. He sees a homeless guy that looks like he's dead. The next day, the newspaper says we're cracking down on homelessness. He sees
lights fall.
Yeah,
frequencies change.
Right. Everything has a reason.
Everything has a reason. So he goes sit down. He like instead of going to work, he sits down and he watches like everybody. I think he starts to realize how like weird everyone's like. Everything looks staged to him. I think he started like he notices people staring at him. He finally goes
too perfect to be true.
It seems to, yeah.
Like everything seems perfectly in place. Why?
Right. He goes into an office. I'm assuming that's not his normal office. And then like people are trying to like stop him. He tries to go get on the elevator and then he turns back around and he sees like it's not an elevator. Like the elevator's gone. It's like the extras break room. Right. And then he gets kicked out of the building by security.
He sees the damn crafts table on the movie set. Table. He's like, this is where the elevator's supposed to be, and I see production lights and a table full of snacks.
Right.
And production assistants. What's going on?
Right. And then so he's going crazy. He's not going crazy, but he's starting to realize everything's fucking weird. Then he's like walking around. He spots his best friend Marlon's food or truck or whatever, his job. And he goes in there and he finds him and he tells him, act normal. But I think people are watching me. Something weird's going on. And then Marlon's like, what are you talking about, Truman? There's nothing weird going on.
I can't stand Marlon because every single time he talks to him, he has this very like light, play it all off, nonchalant like attitude about everything. I'm like, you're in on this, you little fucker. And he's like, what are you talking about? People are watching you. You're so silly, Truman. I'm like, I hate you. I hate you.
It's
because you're so manipulative and you're playing this nonchalant fucking role, and I can't stand it. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't stand messed up. Like, you don't know what's going on.
Yes. So Truman's like, Truman and Marlon, I guess after he gets off, they go hang out. So once again, they hang out by the beach, and Truman asks Marlon, like, how were your travels when you were traveling for work? And like, Marlon goes, I've seen all kind of places, but there's no place as good as Sea Haven.
There's like, no place. Never want to leave this place. It's so great.
Sure. Like, and then once again, Truman says, I want to go to Fiji. I'm going to Fiji.
He's like,
it's fucking happening.
Between me and you, Merlin, I'm getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, I'm getting out. I'm like, oh, all right.
Okay. Right. Sure. Then in another scene, Truman's at home. His mom's visiting. It's him, Truman, and his wife. They're sitting around looking at an old photo album, and they're going through the photos. There's a picture of Mount Rushmore. Truman goes, it looks kind of small, and they flip it real fast.
Everything looks all small. What's your bigger love, darling? Look at these photos now.
I just realized that's so weird. They have photos of him traveling like he's traveled, but he's never traveled.
Right. Isn't that so crazy? And then when she was like, oh, like, Truman, look, this is when we went to Mount Rushmore. And she was like, you were asleep the entire car ride. They probably drugged that nigga. Asleep the entire car ride? Oh, I was like, oh, they drugged him.
They didn't drug him. They didn't take him nowhere. They just told that story today. They never took him. Oh. They didn't need to drug him. They just making stuff up. You don't forget you were a child.
Right. And he's like,
oh, that's so weird.
It looks so small.
He's like, flip page. And then, so they leave. And then he's still flipping through the photo album. And he sees a photo from him and Meryl's wedding. And in the photo, she has her fingers crossed. He's like, well, that's suspicious. And then on the TV, there's an ad talking about how the importance of friends and how you don't need to travel the world because Sea Haven's so great and you have friends, you don't need to travel. It's just too much shit is getting hit at Truman. He's like, this shit's fucking weird. But after he saw that photo of her fingers crossed, Truman is on that bitch's ass. Meryl has a target on on her chest. She don't even know it. So she goes to work. And he's like, "Oh, you're going to work so early?" He's like, "Yep. There was an elevator crash at the building right next to yours, and it's been so busy.
It's an amputation I have to handle. Super early surgery.
Did you catch that?
It's terrible.
Did you catch that she's talking about the elevator crash after he was trying to get on the elevator? It's everything's being explained.
Right. He tries to get on the elevator with the craft table.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's
so she leaves. And he follows her to work. So he runs to the hospital and he's stopped by some doctor and he's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm looking for my wife. And he's like, oh no, she's in surgery. You can't go back there. And he's like, okay. So she walks away. Then he runs to the back. And every chance he gets, extras are like shooting distractors at him. There's extras in wheelchairs trying to block him. There's a man holding a cart trying to stop his way. He finally makes it to the room where she's doing this, or supposed to be doing this surgery on this guy. And they have to pretend like they're about to cut open this lady.
Mm-hmm. And just in the nick of time, I guess, before they really have to start slicing and gashing her up, someone who is posed as a security guard is like, hey, this is a private area. Doctors and patients only back here. You don't want to be back here. So they pull him away. So after this, Truman's like, I gotta get out of here. So he instantly goes to a travel agent. He goes to her office. He's in the office of this travel agency. And on the walls, it's like different posters. And it's like a plane that's getting struck by lightning. And it says, this could be you. And there's another plane. And it says like the woes of traveling. Crashes, gang violence, plane issues, international travel laws. You don't want to do it. And so there's all this like propaganda to get him not to, want to leave. Mm-hmm. And so in walks the travel agent and she's like, hey, can I help you? And he's like, yeah, I would like to book a ticket to Fiji. She says, okay, when would you like to leave? He says today. She does her little calculations in her little travel agency computer. And she's like, looks like we don't have anything available until next month. He says, next month? She's like, yep, it's the busy season. Do you want to go ahead and book the ticket? And he's like, no, I'm going to find another means to get to Fiji. She's like, okay, well, bye. So next we see Truman and he's at the bus station. Now he's trying to get a bus ticket to Chicago. I guess, and from Chicago, make his way to Fiji. Whatever.
Right.
So he gets his ticket. He gets on the bus. Now it's like, okay, he's getting close to getting out of there, right? The bus driver, everyone here is an actor. No one's real, except for Truman. So the bus driver looks at the bus station attendant and is like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? He's on the bus. He's going to expect me to want to move this bus. Right. And the bus attendant is like, I don't know, figure it out, bro. So the bus driver is like, I don't know what to do. There's other patrons on the bus, none of which are making eye contact or any engagement with Truman. They're not talking. They're just looking straight forward.
Right.
And like no one's acknowledging him. And he's like, why is nobody talking to me? But whatever. So the bus driver pulls a couple bells and whistles, does a little something, and makes it to where the bus won't start. And he's like, everyone get off the bus. Everyone gets off the bus except for Truman. And the bus driver's like, I'm sorry, son. We won't be going to Chicago today. So.
I wonder if that black guy felt truly bad or not.
I feel like he did.
I feel like he kind of did.
He's like,
I don't want ever to act with this man again.
Right. He's like, look, I'm just a struggling actor who needed some work. I think what they're doing to you is terrible.
Right. So back at home, Truman is sitting in his car, and Meryl arrives to him sitting in his car, and she's like, "What are you doing there, honey?" And he's like, "Get in."
I would like to point out that the neighbor who has like the Dalmatian dog, the old guy,
yeah,
he has like a trash can, and the trash can clearly has a camera on it. And I'm just like,
the biggest camera in the world.
Yeah, I was like, why is that camera so visibly on the center of that trash can? And he's holding the camera up to like Truman. I was like, we can see you.
Maybe they didn't tell. Maybe they didn't tell Truman about mini cameras or whatever.
Right. You don't know what it is.
So Meryl gets in the car and she's like, "What are you doing, honey?" And he's like, Look. This is what's gonna happen. a guy's gonna walk by holding flowers, a girl's gonna bike by, and then a yellow Volkswagen Beetle is gonna with a dent, and then those three things happen back to back to back. And she was like, okay, whatever. And he's like, no, something fucking weird is going on.
He's like, it's a loop. It's all in a loop. They make the block and they do it again. I've seen it happen like 20 times.
Now at that point, why would y'all not switch it the fuck up?
Right. I was like, he's on to you.
Y'all see him in the car.
Y'all are getting lazy.
Watching. Getting so lazy.
Y'all have one job, and that's like to be aware of his surroundings. Like, why was it? Okay, let's switch it up. Let's make it a kid bouncing a basketball now. Hello.
His third eye is open, guys. Come on. So Truman's like, he's getting annoyed. So he traps Meryl in the car. He said, we're going on a fucking drive, bitch. I don't know where we're going, but we're getting out of fucking town. So he takes off, and she's freaking out. She freaks out, and she looks back in the back seat, and she's looking at the camera. She's like, "Yeah, you guys see this?
Like, y'all see this?
Help me!
You're getting a little crazy." And I'm stuck in the car here with him.
There's a cul-de-sac or like a roundabout in their driveway, and in their subdivision, he keeps going around it and talking crazy how they're gonna go somewhere, and
he's like, let's go to New Orleans. Let's go to Maine. Let's see what Texas is all about. Let's go to Atlantic City and gamble. She's like, you hate gambling. And he's like, I know, I do. And she's like, so why would you want to go there? And he's like, because I would like to go anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. That's what you do. You go to places you've never been. And as soon as he's done circling the roundabout and makes his exit and goes onto the main street, all of these cars like emerge in front of him and instant traffic is created. And he's like, oh, look at that. Synchronized traffic. Never seen anything like it. And Meryl's like, are you blaming me for the traffic? And he's like, I don't know. Should I? And she's like, look, you tripping. And if you want to go and risk your life and be crazy, go ahead and do that, but let me out of the car. And he's like, you know what? You're right. I don't know what came over me. I'm just under a lot of stress. Let's go back home. She's like, yes, there's the Truman I know. So he circles back. He goes back to the same roundabout and makes the circle and makes the circle and makes the circle again. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, let's go to New Orleans. And she's like, okay. And so now they're going on a ride. The traffic is cleared and he's making a run for it. So next, he turns onto the street. He's getting closer to exiting Sea Haven. And remember, Sea Haven is an island. So he gets to the outskirts of the island, and now he has to cross over this bridge of water. And he is paralyzed. He cannot cross over water. He has a fear of it. And Meryl looks at him, and she's like, Truman, let's just go back home where you feel safe, okay? And Truman's like, take my hand. And she gives him her hand. And he puts her hand on the steering wheel and he's like, drive. And he closes his eyes and he pushes his foot on the gas. And she's like, Truman, this is not safe. This is against the law. And he's like, drive the car. And she's driving with his eyes closed unwillingly. But, you know, she doesn't want to die. And so eventually they do cross over the bridge. And she's like, oh my God, we crossed the bridge. She's like, we did it. She's like, yes, we crossed the bridge. We crossed the bridge. And he's like, okay, great. So now that part's over, he's getting closer and closer to trying to exit. And so now here comes these obstacles that the production team are putting in his path. The next obstacle, it says there's like this construction sign that says forest fire happening now. And she's like, Truman, didn't you see that sign about the forest fire? And he's like, I'm sure they're exaggerating. It's not that big of a deal. And then out of nowhere, this like strip of flames just comes onto the road. And Crazy. She's like, what about these flames right in front of us? And he's like, we'll drive through it. And he drives through it. And she's like, Truman, we're on fire. And he's like, calm down. It's just smoke. And then so they're driving and it's gotten a little settled. And then as soon as they make a little distance, now there's ambulance, there's police, there's men in hazmat suits all in front of the road. And Meryl's like, Truman, it looks like there was a leak at the plant. And Like, Truman's like, all right, girl.
Okay, bitch, right.
Like, all right, girl. So he pulls up and he rolls down his window. He asks one of the police officers. He's like, is there any way around this? And he's like, no, there's not. Meryl, being a nurse, she's like, is there anything I can do? And the officer's like, no, thanks. And Truman says to the officer, okay, well, thank you very much. And the officer says, no problem, Truman. Truman's like, how the fuck you know my name? He's like, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. He's like, I'm being watched. I'm being followed. So he instantly jumps out of the car. And Meryl's like, Truman. And she's like, stop him. So the police officers, the men in hazmat suits, they all run after him. They eventually catch up to him. In the next scene, we see Truman in the kitchen of his home. And Meryl is addressing the police officers. They're telling her, you know, if he does it again, we'll have to press charges. And she's like, thank you very much, officers. And now Meryl and Truman are left in the kitchen after this aftermath of chaos.
Meryl tells Truman, I think you need to get some help.
Let me get some help. No, then he says, why do you want to have a baby with me? You can't even stand me. I was like, damn.
She's like, she can't. She's like, what are you talking?
I was like, why would they use that opportunity for product placement? She gotta. That was the worst after everything that he's gone through, given his hysteria and his suspicions. And now he's talking about, you can't even stand me. This is the perfect time to place some product placement for some cocoa beans from the mountains of Mount Nicaragua.
She got a quota to hit. She gets a bonus for every product placement she could hit naturally.
She got her.
Yeah, so she makes the product placement for these cocoa beans. He's like, what the fuck was that? What are you talking about? That's so fucking strange. Because she's been doing this throughout the whole movie. I think it's funny that he understands that's weird though. Because I'd be like, no, that's just how she talks.
Right, because at this point,
everyone in his family does product placement, so I just feel like that's just what people do.
Hers, however, is the most unnatural.
Yeah, it is. It's so unnatural. So at this point, things are heating up. They're talking louder. Marla is backing up. Truman is walking towards her, and she has fear in her eyes. Every time he moves suddenly, Truman. You're scaring me, Truman. She picks up a product placement that she plugged earlier. It's like this knife, but for like a knife set.
Different ridges.
Stuff on it. And she points it towards Truman and she tells him to back up. Calm down, Truman. You're not acting yourself. And then he grabs it, he pulls her in, and he hangs onto her and she goes, somebody do something.
And he's like,
Truman goes, what are you talking to?
I would like to point out he was not putting that knife to her neck. Okay.
No, he wasn't. He was just grabbing her. I mean, so creepy.
Right. He grabbed her because so she was pointing the knife at him. And she was like, you're scaring me. He's like, you're scaring me because you're pointing a freaking knife at me. So then he grabs her to get the knife out of her hand. And then it kind of, I'm defending him, sorry.
Okay. No, I think if he held the knife to her, it would be complete. They're making his reality is falling apart.
But the way she like rolled into him looked like he was putting the knife to her neck, but he was really just pulling it out of her hand. And I think in her hysterics, she thought he was putting the knife to her neck. And he's like, he was just trying to get it out your fucking hand.
I'm sure she probably always has thought, like, what would happen if he finds out?
Yeah.
Also, okay, sorry.
Right, because she's the most in danger. If he ever she's episode.
Mm-hmm. So she screams, do something. And he's like, who are you talking to? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? She's like, who are you talking to? She's like, I didn't say anything. So she runs into the next room. And then he runs after her. Luckily, he grabs her again. And he grabs and they're hiding off to the side. And then there's a knock at the door. And then Marlon walks in with beers.
So nonchalant and playful.
Nick of time.
With a can of beers. Hey, Truman,
so
buddy.
Annoying.
I brought some beers.
What's going on? And then Marla runs into his arms. She's like, how do you expect me to work under these conditions? This is so unprofessional.
I was like, well, you just blew your cover right there.
Blew your cover. Also, I really like to think that Meryl and Marlon have a romantic relationship.
Yeah. It could
I like to think that.
Possibly be.
I like to think they're sleeping with each other. But yes, she cries. She's emotional. She's upset. And then Marlon saves the day at the perfect moment.
With another late night hour talk by the water. Let's discuss and unpack what's going on.
So once again, Truman expresses his emotions. He feels like the world revolves around him, not in a narcissistic way, but he feels like everything that he does, something there's a reaction to counteract that. And Marlon's like, no, I don't know why you think that. I think it's because of our choices in life, and we all thought that we were going to be bigger and better. And then he like tries to reinforce the fact like their friendship and their memories. You remember when we played by the lake and did something and did this, and
I got pneumonia, and then I cheated off the test from you. We always fail together or win together.
These are all real things that happen. So there's no fake stuff going on. This is real. This is real life. You remember our friendship? We grew up together. We've known each other since we're 12. Whole time in Marlon's ear, we see Kristoff is feeding him these lines to get it's so fucked up to get these emotions out of him. And then Truman is like, okay, he's starting to tear up. He's starting to believe. You think.
Because Marlon is telling him, he's like, Truman basically says, he's like, something's going on and I think everyone's in on it. And Marlon is like, if everyone's in on it, that means I'm in on it. And I would never do that to you. You're like a brother to me. You're the closest thing I've ever had to a brother. Then he lists all the brotherly things that they've done. I would jump in front of a car for you. I would walk in front of traffic for you. So I would never do that to you. Never. That's why there isn't an it, because I'm not in on it. And you know me, and I would never do it to you. So there is no it. Fucker.
And I think here's when Truman realizes, damn, Marlon's in on it too, because he starts crying. And I think we're supposed to.
He does not think that.
I think that's when he realizes Marlon's not his friend. He doesn't talk to Marlon no more. He don't express that. That was the last time they had a conversation. That to me, that you think he's crying. Well, he is crying because I think he's also crying because damn, this motherfucker in on it.
Oh. Is that what they said in your TikTok?
They pointed it out, yes. But I think it's a lot.
That is a fair point.
He's going through everybody. The wife, Marlon. This is the last time they interact.
Because what I couldn't understand was, I forgot what was like the next scene, but I think like the next scene is him like trying to escape. And
the dad. But yeah.
Right. I mean, like the dad comes up, whatever. He does a little embrace with the dad. And then like the next scene, like the next time we see him is him trying to escape. And I was like, well, why is he escaping after he just met his daddy, his dead daddy, and had this heart to heart with Merlin, but maybe so.
I think he decided it was fake the moment Marlon
gave that fake ass
did all that. Yeah. And then he does this fucking speech and is like, so right after Marlon does this speech, he tells him, this is the reason why I came over today was because I went searching for your dad and he's here with us today. Turn around, look across the bridge.
Here he is. As the dad walks across the bridge in like fog. I was like, this is... In no reality should he have thought, though, that was fake. In no reality should Kristoff and everybody else in that producer room should have thought, this is organic. This is natural. Right. I was like, this is so terrible. I was like, there's nothing natural about this. Him going like, and the reason why I brought you here today is, here's your dead father. As he walks across the bridge. I was like, this looks so terribly, like, not real. But anywho, so... And now we're getting two angles. We're seeing two different things. We're seeing Truman getting embraced by his father for the first time in years. And then we also see Kristoff, Paul Giamatti, and some other producers in a control room orchestrating this whole scene. Telling the dad to walk across the bridge to increase the fog in the air.
Play music.
Cue the music. B-roll Truman's face. Like they're saying all of this stuff. They're orchestrating this scene. While Truman is like walking up to his dad, who he thought was dead. And his dad's like, oh, I missed my boy. So many lost years. And they hug. And Marlon's in the background, like weeping. and Truman's hugging his dad, and Truman's like smiling, I guess.
I think Marlon, and I don't like Meryl, but I think Marlon's the worst.
I hate Marlon. I hate him.
Because
I hate him.
He's getting 100% of Truman's true emotion, because Truman does not think that he's in on it.
Yeah, because like Meryl and Truman, they have no like, they don't kiki.
Right.
They don't break boundaries and get real and talk and unpack. They don't do any of that. It's very cut and dry.
Right.
1950s, cook me dinner, we go to bed, that's it. We wake up, go to work, goodbye. Merlin, on the other hand, these two, their emotional barriers are like they're besties. Like Truman's telling him everything, and Merlin's like, he just scuffs it off. Of course, no, can't possibly be true. Silly boy.
And I forgot to mention when Truman was having that argument with Meryl, he goes, "You're in on it, aren't you?" And she's like, "You know what? He's like, "You're part of it, aren't you?" I feel like that's when he cracks. And then when because when she's like, do something, he's like, "You're part of it, aren't you?"
Oh, he says
Truman says that to Meryl. Yeah, he's like, "You're part of it, aren't you? You're in on it."
Oh.
Which is why I think when he sits down to talk to Marlon, he's like, well, who the fuck else is in on it?
I didn't hear him say that.
I think he says it. He's like, "You're part of it, aren't you?"
Yes, she is.
And then, that's why he followed her all fucking day to see if she was part of it. He's like, "Bitch, you are part of it." And he sits down with Marlon, and he's like, "Bitch, you either with me or you against me." And he said, "This is," but it's hard to be like, it can't be fake. We've been friends forever. And then he's like, "Damn, you've been fucking with me forever then."
Right.
It's all been fake. That's hard. So after this cinematic masterpiece or manipulation that Christoph and the show and the viewers have been part of, also fuck the viewers.
You know what really irritated me is like after the scene, I guess whoever like the head executives are, those two men that like come in and they like shake Christoph's hand. I don't know if you notice that. But like Christoph walks off as if he's like exhausted. Like he's like, oh. Like he just like carried 7 horses and defeated like the most evil. Like he just walks off like he just did God's work. He walked off like he just went through everything. I was like, you motherfucker, you produced a shitty ass reality show. Calm down.
So crazy. So after the cinematic piece, we get more of the behind the scenes. So the show has been on for 30 years, and it's like its 30-year anniversary. So they're doing some TV shows doing a segment on it, and they introduced a segment. It's like, the viewers have been watching this show for 30 years. It takes place inside the world's largest studio on Earth. It can even be seen from space, like the Great Wall of China. You can't actually see the Great Wall of China from space with your own eyes, but whatever. But it's like the largest studio in the world, and it's all just for Truman.
And it's a dome, and then they show, and it's enclosed.
It's a dome, right?
And
then we see
fake,
right? And then they talk about how like it was the first, like the corporation owns Truman. It's the first,
it was the first adoption made by a corporation, and how they picked him was also crazy. Yeah, how they picked him. He was one of 5 unwanted babies from like an unplanned pregnancy. And it was like a casting process, and they had crunch time deadlines, like they had to hurry up and start his show, and Truman came out like 2 weeks early, and he came out right on time, and that's how they picked him, and that's how he got stuck in this freaking reality. And this corporation adopted him.
And I was thinking, I was like, this is not the first time, not at least the first time a corporation has owned a person. I tell you that.
Oh, definitely
celebrities.
Not. Definitely not.
Also, I thought it was interesting that so the headquarters, or where they like watch Truman, they're in the moon. And there's also a lot of theories that the moon is not real. But
I didn't know where they were. They're in the moon.
They're in the moon. They're the moon. The fake moon. And like, you're trying to tell me the moon not fake? Is very okay, anyway. So Christoph is being interviewed. He talks about how there's 5,000 cameras in the studio, that we brought back Truman's dad, and we're gonna say he has amnesia because the actor was really I guess the actor snuck on back on set because he was really upset that his storyline got cut early.
He got upset. He got fired.
And they also talk about how it's a 24-hour filming. And they make all their money from product placements. I'm like, yeah, we fucking know.
And everything that you see on the show is for sale. The houses, I don't know how the houses are for sale, but the clothes, the kitchen appliances, everything you see is available for purchase on the Truman website.
Terrible.
It's crazy.
Terrible.
They're really like
everything. Everything's an ad.
They're making money off of this man. This is their pack mule. Like oh my goodness, that's crazy.
It's dark. So Christoph is being interviewed, and they're accepting phone calls. And they get a phone call from an angry caller who says, "You're fucking sick. You're sick in the fucking head. You have a small dick. Piece of shit asshole."
That's exactly what she
says. And then Christopher's like, "Oh, I know who this is." And the host of the show was like, "Oh, can we hang up?" But Christoph is like, "No, I'm gonna continue." And he basically tells it's Sylvia. The girl that Truman met when she was in college. She's part of an activist group called Free Truman, because Truman should be free. And Christoph basically goes off on her, and she says that you say you want the best for Truman, but you want him to be in the real world where everything's sick and disgusting. I'm giving him a dream life. I love him. And then he mentions that Truman he's allowed to leave. If he has the willpower and if he really wants to leave, I cannot stop him. I will not stop him.
Crazy thing to say.
Crazy thing.
Because we've watched him try to leave like 1,000 times.
Crazy thing to say. Crazy. And then when he actually tries to leave, he's like, hurricane.
Right. He's like, tip him over. Tip over the boat.
Kill him. If he tries to leave, kill him.
They're like, well, kill him. We're like, yeah.
Kill him. But he basically tells Sylvia she doesn't know what's right for Truman, and that he does, and that this is the safest place that he could be. And he also says that Truman prefers the cell. He said he likes it here, which is crazy.
Because how do you know? I guess some kind of way they get off the phone. But then he also mentions, before this little interview's done, he also mentions that Meryl will be leaving Truman in the show. Right. And they're going to introduce a new love interest for Truman, and that he still believes that the first on-air conception will happen. Which is crazy. I thought that was crazy.
He's really trying to play God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally. The first on-air conception? What?
So I'm like, can someone stop when they have sex? That can't be legal.
Can we stop this?
Right.
Who is allowing this to happen?
Crazy.
How much money are we making from this show?
So next, after this little excerpt of Christoph giving this interview, we're back in Safe Haven. Sea Haven, whatever the hell it's called. And Truman's back to his normal schedule, his day-to-day. He goes to work. He meets his new love interest that's allegedly going to be introduced to his life at work.
But he's much better.
But yeah, he's in higher spirits. He sees this hot chick. Meryl's moved out. He looks like things are back to normal. Everyone, the people in the moon, the people in the sky, as I like to call them, they're watching from the moon. Everything looks, business as usual. And then so the night comes, and Truman decides to take a nap. And Paul Giamatti, who is one of the men in the control room, along with some new guy, they're supposed to be watching him. They've got the night shift. And they're supposed to be watching Truman, and something is like kind of off. We don't know yet. And then enters Christoph in his robe. And he's like, "Where's Truman?" And, Paul Giamatti's like, "He's right there. He's sleeping." Christoph, I guess, he senses something's off. He's like, something don't feel right. And he's like, zoom in on him sleeping. And Christoph is like, he's literally just sleeping. He's like, zoom in. So he zooms in. He's like, he's still breathing, blah, 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 blah. And Christoph is like, have somebody call him. Call his house phone. Say it's the wrong number so he'll wake up and pick up. Somebody calls. He doesn't answer the phone. Christoph's thinking, this nigga done left. And Paul Giamatti is trying to assure him. He's like, look, I've been watching him all night. He has not moved. Like, he's been sleeping. He did this. He went and did that. And then he fell asleep. And then Christoph is like, run the tapes back, rewind it. And then Christoph is like, pause right there. He sees the scene, an angle where it looks like Truman was able to like make his way out of the frame and like escape. And he tells Paul Giamatti to send it over Merlin ASAP. Merlin pulls up with a can of beers, as he normally does. And he goes down to the basement where Truman is sleeping and pulls back the covers, and no one's underneath the covers. It's nobody. He walks around the basement. He's still keeping it light. He's still keeping it airy. He's like, Truman, I got some beers for us, buddy. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. He looks under the table. He looks under... like behind this closet, under a map. He ain't in there. And Christoph is like, fuck, where this nigga at? And Merlin goes outside. He still is looking for him. But it looks like he's dug a hole. Some kind of way he dug some kind of hole through the garage, to the ground, to the lawn, and he's made his way out that way. And Merlin looks at the camera and he's like, oh yeah, he dug a hole through the basement and went out through the lawn. Like, the hole went through the lawn. That's how he got out. And Marlon looks at the camera and is like, he's not here. And Christoph is like, don't look at the camera. And Marlon's like, he's not here. He's dug his way out. Oh, I don't know what you want me to do. Now, a search ensues. The whole community, the whole actors community of Sea Haven, the extras, the producers, the fake mom and dad, they're all in the streets. They've got the flashlights and they're searching for Truman. They're like, Truman, where are you? This is like a brigade of people looking for him.
Right. And they cut the broadcast for the first time in history. Oh, They're like, shut it down.
Because they don't know where he is.
Turn the camera off.
It really should not have been that easy for him to escape, but like...
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that because Christoph is, I guess he says like, I'm supposed to be alerted whenever Truman starts acting weird. I just thought it was interesting that he's so obsessed with him. He was like, that's not his usual behavior. Someone zoom in on him. What's going on?
Right.
He doesn't sleep in the basement.
Right.
Why did you wake me? Right. He was like, he was just sleeping.
But this is
where
he sleeps.
And my favorite, and then I love when because Christoph is in Marlon's scene. He's like, okay, keep acting normal. Don't look at the camera. And then when he goes through the hole, he's like, say something. He's like, he's not here. He's like, not fucking that.
Right.
Cut the cameras off. Cut the cameras off. Cut the shit.
Cut the shit off. Fuck. Fuck everything.
Say something. He's gone. It's like, bitch, not that.
Anything but that.
Anything but that. So yeah, everyone's going... Things are going crazy. Executive producers are in the building. They're like, well, where the fuck is Truman? What about our funding? What about our sources? We're losing ad time.
Right. We've lost him. Where could he be?
You're not talking about ad time. You're like killing me. So they can't find him. The whole town is going searching. They turned the lights back on. Did you mention that it was nighttime? They turned the sun back on.
Right.
Craziness.
Like, he tells one of the producers, he's like, cut the lights on. And she's like, it's way too early for that. I'm like, she's like, dude, it's like 3 a.m. Like, the sun ain't coming up. He's like, cut it on. They cut the lights on. They control the lights.
They turn the moon into a large flashlight so they can look across.
For him. Right.
If they did find him, what radio broadcast were you gonna tell about that one?
Right, you wasn't know. Yeah, there's no hiding this one now. Y'all are in it. It's out.
Right, but yes. So they're searching high and low, can't find him, and then Christoph goes, "Did someone check the sea?" And then I think Simon, Paul Giamatti character is like, why would we check the fucking sea? The nigga don't go to the sea. Right. He's fear of the sea.
He ain't in the
water.
By
design.
I actually did not think about the fact that he was in the water and he's scared of the water. That actually did not cross my mind at all.
Right. So they turn the cameras to the sea. They see a boat out there and Truman's on it. And then they're like, get a rescue boat out there. They send, which I thought was really funny. They send the same guy who can't operate the bus, the black guy, to operate the boat. And he's like, I'm just an actor. I don't know how to work this. So they can't send a rescue boat out there.
The guy who relays the message, he's like, look, point is, they're just actors.
It's actors.
And then Christoph rolls his eyes. He's like, oh
my God. Also, how deep is this ocean? They were really trying to keep that man there.
Right.
It's not 3 feet. I'm sure it's got to be large. Oh my god, and it's huge. Oh, they're so sick motherfuckers. So they can't send a rescue boat out for Truman. But they cut to Truman. He's on the boat. He's singing. He's having a great time. He's not scared. He's excited. He's trying to fucking escape. And at this point, Christopher's like, start a storm. I thought you said he could leave whenever he wanted. If he wanted to leave, he could just leave.
He's like, hit him with thunder. Hit him with thunder. He's like,
he'll turn back. He's like, he was like, he'll turn back. Hit him with thunder.
They hit him with the thunder. He's like, again. And they're like, ah. He's like, again. Like, oh, bruh. He's like, again.
Right.
He was not letting up.
Truman refuses to turn back. He's set forward.
Then he tells them, tip him over. And Paul Giamatti, he's like, we're going to kill him.
Come on now.
He's like, tip him over. And he's like, he's going to die. He doesn't have a life jacket on. And this other girl was like, he's attached to the boat. Like, if you tip him over, that's it. And he's like, do it.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, she's like, he's tied to the boat. So if you tip him over, like, he's drowning.
Right.
He's like, do it.
And the executive producer's like, you guys can't kill him on camera. We're going to lose our ad space.
Right. Then, yeah, the execs are like, we're putting a stop to this right now. You can't kill him on national TV. Think about the lawsuits.
Right. Craziness. So, yes, they capsize his boat. At this point, Truman looks dead. He is hanging off the side of the boat. He looks like he's drowned. He did drown, and he looked like he was not going to bounce back. Everyone at home is watching like, oh, damn, did they just kill him on
right, the people at home are tuned in, keep in mind.
Tuned in. But Truman wakes up. The storm has cleared.
They turn the lights on.
They're turning lights on, and Truman is alive. He's still sailing, and he's going forward. He's excited. There's nothing. Christoph leaves him alone, but Truman boat crashes into the wall of the artificial dome. He sticks his hand out to touch the sky, and he realizes the horizon's painted. I would throw up.
Right. He brings his hand out to touch what he thinks is air, and it's just a wall that's painted with blue skies and clouds.
I would throw up.
Yeah.
So at this point, Truman's freaking out. He's like, well, how the fuck do I get out of here? He starts banging on the wall and punching it, and he looks exhausted because he made it all this way, but is he really trapped here?
I would like to point out that Lindsay, Sylvia has been also watching this, this entire time.
Rooting him on, sending him good vibes. Yeah. Make it out, Truman. I believe in you.
Come
and so are the viewers. The viewers be like, come on, Truman, hang in there.
Right.
Don't let go.
Right.
Keep going. Which is sick of them.
Right.
Because you guys have, benefited or, took part in him being trapped inside of a jail cell, but now y'all want him to leave. Fine, whatever.
Makes for a
great finale. Truman steps off the boat and he finds like a little area that he can walk on that's on the water, and he finds a staircase leading to an exit door. So he climbs up it. He opens the door, but he contemplates leaving. He's scared. Oh, I can't leave what I know for what I don't know. What's the world out there? What is the world? Before he leaves, Christoph gets over the intercom like he is God himself. The clouds part, the sun flashes open, and Christoph starts speaking through the sky like he's fucking God. And he tells them, there's no more truth in the real world than there is in this artificial one. It's sick and dangerous out there, Truman. I have created you a world where you could be happy and safe. What more do you want? He begs Truman to stay in Sea Haven.
He's like, say something. He's like, the whole world is watching. I'm like, fuck you.
Right. And then he's like, I know you want to stay. And Truman goes, you don't have cameras in my head. You don't know who the fuck I am. He's like, I don't need cameras in your head, nigga. I think I know you. I hate Christoph. I hate that motherfucker.
He said, I built you brick by brick.
You think Christoph loves Truman?
I think he loves what he's created.
Mm-hmm.
So no. I don't.
It's a love that I don't want to be involved with. That's right. That's the type of love.
It's a love that I hope never finds me.
Right. That's control. He loves playing God for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But Truman is not interested.
Selling.
Exactly. He pauses before he exit. He turns around. Well, he delivers.
Christoph says, "Say something. The whole world is watching." He says,
"In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." He bows because at the end of his fucking performance, he exits out into the real world.
And Sylvia, she's super excited. She's sitting in front of her TV. She cries. She gets up. She grabs her jacket and she runs out of her apartment to go find him wherever the fuck he is.
Right.
She's the executive gonna go get producers, her man.
They say in the show, turn it off. Christoph is devastated. Viewers around the world celebrate.
And I can't believe he really sat there and thought he was gonna be like, you know what, you're right. Let me come down these stairs, get back on this boat, and go back to Sea Haven.
That'd be so crazy.
I'm like, what?
Oof, that'd be so crazy. Viewers around the world, they cheer on that Truman escaped.
The people, the Truman bar is in array. They're like, hurrah!
And some guys who watching the show, they get bored. They're like, what else is on television?
Right. These security guards.
What else on television? This man just escaped prison.
He did the unthinkable. He freed himself.
Right.
It's free man.
I think it's
free man.
I always wonder. I hope he sues everybody.
Right.
I hope he sues everybody. Everybody who interacted with me on the show owes me money. I want you in jail. And if you were an extra on the show, you get a little less. But the amount of words you talk to me, like how much extra you put into me believing in this shit, right. I want more money from you. I want you in jail,
bro. The parents. That's the part.
Sickening. They all need to go to jail.
The sad thing is that like he's adopted. Like he was a unplanned pregnancy, like an unwanted pregnancy. So is he gonna go out and like find his real mommy?
Find his mom. They buried that bitch. If she not dead, if they didn't ready to kill her,
right? She not. Yeah, they ain't gonna find her. You show.
Ain't no way to find her. She got an ironclad NDA. Right, she gone. If she not dead.
That is so true.
But I think the film really touches on the fact that mainstream news tries to distract us and fearmonger us from discovering the realness of the world, wherever that may be.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to do this movie. Because it's very relevant for the times that are going on right now.
Yes.
Where is the revolution?
Where is the revolution? Everyone wake up.
And it better be televised.
All right. Contact your higher self, your higher being, and say, bitch, hurry up. Look you in the mirror and say, hey, the one who's on the highest level. Get this shit together. No, your highest version, tell her that, come on.
The one who's on the highest level.
On the highest level. Go ahead and tap in and say, higher self, come on. Let's get all the higher selves together and let's wrap this shit up.
Okay.
Let's awaken.
Wake up.
Okay.
All right, well.
But I think Truman Show was before its time. It's a great show.
It was ahead of its time.
It's ahead of its time. And also it's telling us something.
It is telling us a message, Truman. And we need to listen. Okay. Yes. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. One more time, don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review. Tell your friends. Tell your brothers and daddies. Later, like, comment. Even if it's a bad comment. No publicity is bad publicity. Okay.
Get out there, go watch a movie. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.